Hello and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports with comedian actor PB Smiley and me, Wayne Holloway. How are you guys doing?
What's up? What is up? Man. Forgive me, y'all. I gotta
Yeah, forgive him.
have a little.
He lost the bet, and as you see, this man does not have his red sweater on. I don't, you make bets for people to pay up on the bets. It's not my bad that you've been making poor decisions.
This is not true.
It's people. Do you see a red sweater?
I went to the dentist. The dentist told me don't wear that damn red sweater no more. If you want your teeth healed, your gum healed. I got my wisdom tooth out. So if you hear me smacking like that, it's still trying to get used to having one less tooth. And he did tell me that red, because when you zip the sweater up, he said it's going to affect my neck. So does that make sense? Thank you.
No.
Let's move right along. We got some news. Congratulations to the Houston Astros.
Yeah, congratulations. You beat our Dodgers. Yeah.
It was an amazing 7-game series.
It was. I just wish the Dodgers would have came out with that force.
Right.
If they came out, what was it, Game 5?
Yeah. Yeah, and Game 6 towards like the third and fourth inning of Game 6, the fifth inning on, you knew they were gonna come back and win. And this one, Astros got up early. I kind of knew it was over.
Well,
5-1.
They put in their. It was a good pitcher, but not the best pitcher.
Correct.
And I always was taught that you always put the best person in first.
First, yeah.
So but shout out to the winning team. They did their thing. It was the first time in a long time where both teams that were the best met up at the end. So
yeah. So we got treated to a great World Series. Over the weekend, you guys were able to catch the heavyweight fight between Deontay Wilder and Bermane Stiverne. After that fight, Stiverne, he don't want no more. They should call him. He was looking like James Brown. Please.
Mama,
please.
Somebody get this man off me.
Yeah, he was doing the James Brown, please, on his knees. He pushed his record to 39-0. Doesn't look like anyone is ready to challenge him. He said after the fight,
that man hit hard.
Yeah, he wants Joshua. He's 22-0. He wants 20-0. He wants him.
Yeah, but did you see the stuff that the my man that was laying on the ground unconscious back on his knees? Wilder told him specifically, if you beat me, I'll retire.
Well, he has a long career ahead of him. And the other guy, I think that was just it. All right, man, let's deal with this. We got
football
every week, man. To you Cowboys fans, Packard called it.
Hey.
And then later I agreed with him. When is Ezekiel going to ever sit down other than on the bench?
He has the owner that runs the football league. We have a commissioner, but when it comes to Dallas, as they call it, America's team.
Yeah, for a reason.
Jerry Jones will not be pushed around.
Right.
Period.
So is it safe to say he's going to play the whole season?
No. It's just one of those things you have to stand by.
Week to week.
And this is funny. This is a player, and this player is enforcing his will, so to say. We know it's Jerry Jones,
right.
But it's remarkable. It's remarkable. I don't get it, but hey.
Well, Ezekiel Elliott was able to thrash a little bit the defense of Kansas City. I don't know what happened to Kansas City. Dak Prescott looked good. Dallas actually looked better than I thought. I picked Dallas to lose. They actually won. I don't know how to assess them because they're kind of week to week too. You know what I mean? One week they'll play up to the challenge, then the next week, what do we,
I just think they didn't run that ball well enough.
KC.
KC has been a well-oiled machine up until the game. Enough passing with enough running.
Right.
I think it was they
not enough balance.
Yeah, it wasn't balanced enough for me. KC, I think they'll still be fine, but they don't think they want to see Dallas again.
No, and I'm not going to say I'm convinced that Dallas is the Dallas of last year, but I'm convinced they will make a playoff run.
No, never the Dallas of last year. I told you Dallas will be the team to beat next year.
Right.
This year they're going to hang around, but they'll be the team to beat next year.
Okay.
But to be specific on what I was saying, your boy reincarnated, but K Hunt.
What's going on, man? 4 straight games.
37 yards. 37 yards. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't enough balance.
60 in 4 games.
Hey, Smith threw 34 times. He only completed 25 on 263 yards. 2 touchdowns.
Not bad, but like you said earlier, there was no balance.
The running game. You know, even his backup, the other guy, nothing.
Okay, would you say it was more Dallas defense or more the bad play calling for KC?
I think it was bad play calling.
Okay.
If you got a runner over there and he's only running 9 times, he ran 9 times for 37 yards. That's bad play calling.
I agree.
And they've been doing extremely well with their play calling. It was one of those mind fork games, I guess
right.
people call it.
Oh, we forgot, Mr. We had some scrapping going on. 2 teams.
Man.
2 different games. 4 teams. The number one was the Jenkins.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with that first. All right, if you guys didn't catch it, it's kind of comical. Once again, Jameis Winston, quarterback for Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
He's on the sidelines mocking the DB for the Saints.
Did you see that point to the head?
Yeah, he's pointing to the head. And the DB's not paying him any attention until he gets close enough to be like, man, hey, he pushes him.
No, he pushed him in the head with his finger.
Yeah.
He pushed the head.
And he turns around like, and he pushes Winston. Evans wants to come and defend his quarterback. But his quarterback was at fault.
Yeah, but that's still a quarterback. I played football, PB.
Okay.
It's just like a girlfriend or a wife. She can be 100% wrong, but you're not about to disrespect her while I'm right here. That's exactly what he came to the defense of his quarterback, the man that throws in the ball, the man that makes him a star, and a 1-game suspension.
And that would not be the man throwing him the ball for the next 2 weeks.
Hey, but check this out. Winston is not playing the next game either.
That's what I said.
Both
2 weeks.
Both him and
right.
Evans is.
But he's getting 2 weeks because of the so-called shoulder.
Yeah, shoulder injury,
which I think is really the bad play. I think it's a bad play.
Why? Why you think
I think he's playing bad. I think he's being replaced. I'm saying.
Yeah. I want to sit him down and let him think about it for a minute.
Yeah, they're going with Ryan Fitzpatrick. So
that's not a bad look.
Not at all. And he's playing against his the team that released him last year, the Jets, this week. So that'll be a big game.
See this, and I jumped on your bandwagon. I think this week I'm gonna be Team Jets. Jets.
I got to figure that one out because they could be rallying. It could be a rally cry.
See, the number 1 wide receiver is not playing.
Right. And they have a terrible defense.
So the guy, the passer that they're used to passing the ball is not playing, and the number 1 wide receiver is not playing.
Right.
If they upset it, then they upset it. But I got to go with the Jets.
Right. There's one more scrap that went down. Did y'all see? Ramsey and Jenkins.
Oh man.
Cincinnati Bengals and Jacksonville Jaguars.
But you gotta mention this. They suspended Evans for that push.
And didn't suspend Jenkins or Ramsey.
Did you see? He got him on the ground and punching him like.
Yeah. And just for those fans out there, those who follow football, if you know Ramsey, USC guy, if you really know Ramsey, I'm starting to believe he liked that. I don't know if you know Ramsey.
Oh, just a fighter?
Oh, no, he's not. Not at all. He's a honey child.
Oh, okay.
So I'm starting to think he didn't do nothing. He liked it. It looked like he liked that. Did you see the soft push he gave him? Like, Anyway, anybody out there that know Ramsey, look him up and you'll see what I'm talking about. Don't put that on me. Just type in Ramsey and say Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops behind it. That's all you got to do.
Wow, I had to see that out.
Once you see it, then go back and look at the fight. He kind of liked that.
Hey.
Honey child.
Hey, but that's on him. That's on him.
I'm just come on, man. I'm just giving the people some extracurricular.
Hey.
All right. So, I didn't. This was an upset of mine, but it didn't happen. Eagles are for real. I had the Giants. I had Denver.
I told you the Eagles were for real.
I never said it. What I said, that looks like a Super Bowl punch-in because of the running back. I'm just talking about last week's game.
That's all I disagree with.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about the last week. I thought they would be upsetted because you're dealing with a Denver team that was on a 3-game losing streak. They had to win.
Okay.
They got embarrassed. The defense is still intact. They played well enough to win the Monday night. Philly might, this might be a trap game. And, wow, they got it handed to them.
Man, Carson Wentz, the real deal.
So is he your MVP?
Nah, I'm not giving that to him. Not yet, man.
Who do you like right now? If it ended right now, who would be your MVP?
Man, my MVP just got an ACL tear, man. He's the rookie of the year.
Wow, yeah.
Right now, I'm trying to tear away from my brother over there in Houston.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to look for somebody else right now because he's out for the season.
And for those Houston fans, man, I don't know how we forgot that, but since we own it, I've said since I saw him play, and it was in preseason. Then when I saw him come in the third quarter of game one this year, week one against the Jags, I called my brother on the phone. So you better watch this dude, Watson. He's Warren Moon on wheels. And give a shout out to Warren Moon fans. You got to be old school to know that. But Warren Moon was an underrated quarterback. Right. But if you look at his presence in the pocket, if you look how he throw that ball, thought it was just like him. But he can run.
Okay.
I think we're looking at, if he comes back, they're able to get a because Alfred Blue, he's was their main running back.
Right.
If they're able to get a consistent running back, get the defense back up to par, you're looking at the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, but right now we have to talk about people that are playing. And like I said, that's my boy. I wish he didn't go down because he easily MVP.
Well, he broke the record, right?
Carson Wentz with his 199 yards and 4 touchdowns, 27 attempts.
They barely needed him. That's how well they were playing.
Yeah, he only completed 15 passes, but right now, Philly has a J and a Blunt.
Yeah.
A J and a Blunt.
You saw what he did on his first touch.
So they're over there smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Right. I like that.
They can get to pick if they want a J or a Blunt. And either one, they hurt people.
So, I know you're going to say your team. Outside of your... No, seriously. What team do you say is built to beat a Philadelphia Eagles?
All right. Outside of how you just put me out there like that, yes, Carolina is built to beat Philly.
Right.
But you have to realize Philly still has to play Dallas again. Dallas, and it's divisional.
Right.
Regardless of how good Philly is, it's divisional.
What do you think if I say...
I think Philly will lose to Washington the next time they play.
No, they beat them twice. So they're done.
Oh, they played already twice?
Yeah, they beat them twice.
Wow. Playoffs. I think Washington sneaks in there. Wild card.
If I were to say, okay, we got New England right now and we got Philly right now. Mutual ground is neutral. Who wins?
Wow. My heart says New England, but on stats, I think Philly could run over New England. I do.
And then Blunt used to play for him, so he might got something extra to prove.
And those are the games you have to watch when you have a player that's mad at another team too.
Right.
I won't say he's mad, but in the spirit of sportsmanship, he would like to gash him. He would like to gash
because
him.
he could be doing what he's doing now back over there. He still could have been doing it.
Exactly. But when you play for a Belichick team, he plays chess, not checkers.
This is true. All right, let's go talk about these games, man. Last week, Thursday, the Jets and the Bills.
You were right, and I was wrong. I picked the Bills, but people, the Bills lost off mistakes, not because the Jets were better than them. It wasn't a case of the better team won. The Bills lost because of Butterfingers and a lot of it on the field. But
see, that's part of the game, and the reason why I jumped at them. I jumped right out at this pick and picked the Jets. You're dealing with a divisional rival. They played in week 1. It was 21-12. It was a very, very close game. It was actually 14-9 going into the fourth quarter. Right. So you're looking at a close game. You throw out all those stats when both of the teams have significant wins or play significant, I had to throw that out the window. They were at home, 3 straight losses. I said the Jets got to get this one, and I was surprised with the running game.
Yeah, but like I said, T. Taylor, 285 yards, 2 touchdowns, 29 completions on 40 attempts.
And 30% of that came when the game was over.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But it wasn't like they marched the ball and they made valuable mistakes.
I agree with you.
And if we want to talk about football any given Sunday, this whole season has been like that. Any given Sunday. I like it because it's been a juicy season.
Yeah, you never know. Each week you have no clue. And we're going to get into that because we can bring the red sweater back. I don't have a problem bringing the red sweater back.
He has to wear the red sweater anyway. He said that Green Bay was going to win. Did Green Bay win last night, folks? No.
Yes. In a parallel universe, they did, man. See, y'all looking at it from your eyes in the TV. From a parallel universe, they won. And Brett Favre was playing, damn it.
Okay. The red sweater will be back.
No, I don't mind bringing it back. But I guarantee you we got 3 or 4 red sweater type picks when we go over. Let's finish up with last week. The other 2 games that we mentioned.
The Sunday night game. Sunday night.
Oh, man. Raiders, they looked like they could have lost that one too. But they won.
The Raiders, I expected them to be one of the teams over there in the AFC. They dragging their feet. I don't understand. The Raiders, when I talk about Butterfingers,
right.
Both their number one, or not, I won't say both of them are number one, both of their best wide receivers dropped straight balls.
Yeah.
They look like high school players out there. I don't know what was going on.
And then the next game, one of them I have a breakout game, but then the other one you say, well, we need both of you guys to do that. Cutler didn't look too bad,
but I said Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah,
he didn't get to over 100 yards, like I said, but he got 2 touchdowns and 57 yards.
Yeah,
he only got 14 carries. If they would have gave him the ball more, I believe that he would have did his 100 yards.
He's clearly still he's the piece to ignite him.
He was off for a year. Just like Cam Newton.
Right.
He started off slow, but as he's progressing,
his rhythm is better.
They're letting him open up more. His shoulder is better. They're letting him run the ball more. It's going to progress. So Marshawn Lynch, same thing.
Right.
As the games go, the Raiders' running game is going to get awesome.
And we're dealing with that time of the season where you're going to run the ball a little bit more than you throw it. Okay, it was another game out there that you and I talked about.
Yeah, but we got to go back to go to that Monday night. That Monday night where you're supposed to be wearing that red sweater.
Oh,
where Huntley had 26 completions, 38 attempts, 245 yards,
3375. Parallel universe.
Yeah,
323-293-3375. Call us.
Call in and so we can wonder why PB doesn't have his red sweater on.
I told you what the dentist told me.
We're gonna move on. Matthew Stafford, my guy that I put in for this week because he plays Cleveland. Matthew Stafford should have over 400 yards in this game.
He might not play the fourth quarter. How they doing though?
Yeah, but he should have 4 touchdowns and if close to 400 yards. This game last night, 361 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, they had over 400 yards of offense. It's safe to say, Packer fans, I tried, man. I called Santa Claus for you. I did some hoodoo. I tried every damn thing I could think of. The season's over. You seen me 3 weeks ago tell y'all we might be able to do this?
He tried. He tried. And after I told him, I said, look, without Aaron Rodgers, you guys are just Clark Kent.
Yeah.
You got the glasses on.
I thought you guys could get a victory. This is bad.
Aaron Rodgers is that team. And it pisses me off because I have Jordy Nelson on a lot of my fantasy football teams, and this guy Huntley is not giving this man the ball.
In all fairness to Huntley, he played well yesterday. He's not the reason they lost last night. Come on. He had no turnovers. He's not the reason they lost. The defense, and they have no offensive line, man.
People. This defense has been the same with Aaron Rodgers. It's been the same.
It's been this bad.
It's been this bad. It's just that it doesn't look like that because Aaron Rodgers is phenomenal.
I agree, but I'm not going to diss Huntley and say it's his fault is what I'm saying.
Hey, well, it's a team sport. So you don't want, since you don't want this, it's a team sport. The team has to go down together.
Oh yeah, true enough.
But let's move on to my Carolina.
All right.
Shout out to the Roaring Riot and to my club, the Cali Cat Pack. You know, we moved in there. We did our thing like we supposed to. Cam Newton, he's back.
Got something for y'all later. Watch.
Hey, look. You picked Atlanta. You can have whatever you want. Yes, you did.
When?
On camera. Go back and watch the last show. This man picked Atlanta.
Did I say Atlanta?
Oh,
Sweetheart.
yeah. He picked Atlanta. I don't want to hear that.
Okay, I picked.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Stand up. Carolina, stand up. Look, Shula, decent game plan, but we need that consistent. He wasn't doing lines, you know, but I need us, you know, put our foot on the gas when we got a team down. Put our foot on the gas. Let's kill a team. Let's not give them a chance to come back. That's another thing he needs to work on.
But it was a pretty good game, though. It was a
beautiful
NFC
game,
West type of NFC South type of thing. I was impressed with the defense. You do have a top 5 type defense.
Yes, sir.
If you just keep putting it together, there's no reason you shouldn't go 11-5, 12-4. How about that? That sound about right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got something for y'all later, though.
Super Bowl. We can do it.
I hope y'all go.
We just need our offensive coordinator to stay with us. Somebody keep giving them coffee, not let them get to the alcohol.
Did you miss Calvin? Did you miss Benjamin? Did you miss Benji?
All right, I always wanted to say that. I love Benjamin. Love him. And he'll always be a good friend to us.
Right.
But we went to the Super Bowl without him. We'll be fine without him. If you can see, they had to put more pressure on the wide receivers because we got faster wide receivers back there now. We'll be just fine.
And if I'm not mistaken, Olsen's back next week or this week?
They didn't give a date yet. I don't think he's coming back for this game. Okay. I think he'll be back the following game.
Oh, and you guys have a bye. So
did you see Cam? Cam was like, "Wait till I get my dog back." Yes.
Well, that's the good news that he's back. So I agree. I don't think you're going to suffer much. Do I think you needed him? Of course, but you went to the Super Bowl without him.
We missing him because he makes people open because they have to double team him.
Right.
So when we have him on the field, somebody's always open. You want to get to that Thursday night game for this new week coming?
Oh man, what happened to Seattle? You remember off the phone? No, here you said you think they might win.
I picked Washington.
Oh, you did pick. Oh, you did.
I picked Washington. But I picked Washington for the points.
Right.
I didn't pick Washington for the win. You're right.
Right.
But I still wanted to pick Washington. It's just Washington.
I wanted to do it too.
They I don't know. It's like, I know they should win. They have the talent to win,
right,
but they don't be living up to their full potential. They like, I don't know what that is.
It's today, then it's tomorrow. Oh,
yeah.
Today, and that was the type of team that they played that you should have picked them.
Right.
Because Seattle fans, you notice the truth. You guys tend to play down to your competition. You'll beat who you're supposed to beat, then lose to who you're not supposed to lose to. Yeah. This week won't be that way. It's a divisional foe. You're favored by 6.
Seattle's starting to use their tight end a little better than they've been using them in the past. So Russell is starting to wake up. Like he is a good target.
Yeah.
Before he would go catchless, and now he's starting to wake up.
Now, do they wrap up AP this week? I think they can control him, contain him. Yeah.
AP plays
Arizona.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think I think Seattle's a little upset. It's a divisional foe. Won't be a blowout, but they'll maintain control of the game towards the end, and they'll pull away. Who you going with, Arizona?
No. This Thursday night, I got to stick with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson is back, and when he's feeling himself, he's liable to run off 200 yards on somebody.
So this week, do you think they can wrap him up, or he'll have a good game?
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks, and I'll give Adrian Peterson probably get a touchdown with about 80 yards.
Okay, here's the thing. I just saw something. You know how we see. I'm gonna hold off on that game.
Okay.
Something I'm not feeling up with Seattle.
Okay. But what you're leaning more towards so that people can know?
I'm leaning towards Seattle.
Okay.
But by tomorrow afternoon, when those picks are due in, I may not.
Oh, for a regular game, we're gonna Giants and 49ers. We're gonna pick that as a regular game.
Oh no! Oh yeah, okay. That should be. I think 49ers get their first victory.
Whoa.
Yeah. Remember, Mr. G, he's ready. They said that they'll play him if C.J. Beathard's not looking well.
Okay.
First quarter, I think something's hurting me while we up 3-0. Look for Garoppolo to get in there. First victory against the G-men.
Look, the Giants are truly done, but I don't think Eli can lose to the 49ers. I don't think so. I think Darkowa, like I'm going to get into these fantasy football picks. I told you, fantasy football people, I gave you the good picks. If you put them in, you did well. I think Darkowa and Eli have a good game. I think Shepard, that wide receiver that's over there, I think the Giants will pull it out this week. I'm picking the Giants over the 49ers.
All right.
Moving into that night game, Patriots-Broncos.
Tom Brady, sorry, man. We know they're better. No. We know they're better than Denver. We know Denver's struggling.
Denver's defense is still phenomenal, but I guess they're going to be on the field.
But here's the thing. Tom is like 3-9 up there.
Right. But Denver's defense is going to be on the field 85% of the game. Patriots win easily by 13.
I got to hold off on that. I'm not being funny either. I got to hold off on it.
He holds off on it. He's just.
No, I'm gonna give you my red sweater. I'm gonna give you my red sweater.
His red sweater.
I'm gonna give you that one though. Let him keep talking.
Let him hold off on it. You guys picked the Patriots, and you heard it from me. I got you right there. Moving on to that Monday night game, Cali Cat Pack. Can you hear me?
Can you smell an upset?
Please. You know what? He likes going for the underdog. I
like trying to find out how to win this damn football game so I can make money.
Hey, I've been doing pretty good.
Yes, you have.
I've been doing pretty good. Carolina, we beat the Dolphins by 17.
And you dominated Atlanta 75% of the game.
Did you see my boy? You know my running back. You better respect him when I say his name.
McCaffrey.
Yes. It's McCaffrey. You see him get his first rushing TD? Yes, sir. It's going down.
I have two.
Right.
The potential red sweater.
Right.
Indy at home against Pittsburgh. Look up all the teams that coming off byes. Usually, check it out. Usually, in years past, you have a bye. You normally win the next game.
Did this man say Indy against Pittsburgh? I'm taking Pittsburgh all the way. If you want to put on the red sweater, say you want to put on the red sweater.
Okay, hold on. It's funny that he didn't put the Jets game as the red sweater.
Because
let me finish. It's funny you didn't put on Indianapolis Colts beating Houston as a red sweater one. That should have been laughable.
No.
I picked Indy, they won. He gonna say, "Oh, that's because I picked them before the guy was out."
Okay. If he wasn't out, they wouldn't have won. But we only have a couple minutes on these fantasy football.
I'm trying to give you the red shirts.
Hey, well, give me the game.
Indy plays. Pittsburgh plays down the competition.
I'm taking Pittsburgh. You taking Indy then, right?
And Miami.
Huh?
Miami on Monday.
I'll take both of them. I'm taking care. I'm taking both of them.
So I can have a double red sweater if I lose, right?
Exactly. You're going to have a red hat on. And let's go do these fantasy football picks for you real quick. Go ahead and pick up Bridgewater like I told you last week. If you would have picked him up last week, he would have been on your bench and you're ready to go for this week. Hey, you're good to go. Blake Bortles, the Jaguars QB, pick him up if you need a QB. For wide receivers, go get Mac Hollins from the Eagles, and you'll do good. If you need a tight end, Tyler Higbee from the Rams, go grab him. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in with us. And
upsets.
Yeah, whatever he's saying with that. Look, you heard the red sweater game.
Upset.
He got to have it on anyway next week, so don't even worry about it. That's a fat chance that Indianapolis do anything. But we love you guys for tuning in.
Much love.
And tune in with us next Tuesday, where he'll have his red sweater on and he'll be sweating.
My tooth. Don't trust me, y'all. That's what the dentist told me.